The government of Nepal has expressed the commitment of increasing the use of electric stoves in the country. Also in this edition of Kantipur News, we have updates about the recent change in weather condition and its impacts, ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict, and a historic win for Pakistan's women's cricket team. Good evening, I'm Praharam Badahal. Let's begin with the main stories. 24 individuals involved in murder of 6, including Nauraz BK, slapped life sentence. 2 more found guilty of caste-based discrimination. Rise in soil acidity increases challenges regarding fertility of arable land in Nepal. Agriculture scientists urge for seeking remedies at the earliest. Israel encircles the Jabalia refugee camp, the largest in Gaza, which is being used as a Hamas base, continues its bombardment of the southern Gaza Strip, including the city of Khan Yunis. And Lalitpur City FC and Birganj United play a 2-2 draw at the Nepal Super League. Lalitpur wastes their chance to go top of the table. Birganj open their points account. Rukum West District Court has found 24 individuals guilty of murder of 6 individuals, including Nauraz BK, over the issue of intercaste marriage. The court has slapped them a life sentence. The court had issued the verdict after conclusion of hearing on the case from legal representatives of both sides. Continuous hearing was held on charges including murder, attempted homicide and caste-based discrimination since Sunday at the bench of Rukum West District Court Judge Khadga Bahadur Kesi. Nauraz BK and his friends Sandeep BK, Tikaram Sunar, Ganesh Buda, Lokendra Sunar and Govinda Shahi were chased and killed by the villagers when the 6 had gone to Soti village of Chaur Jahari Municipality 8 in Rukum West on 23rd May 2020. After a complaint was registered by Munal Nepali, father of Nauraz, case was filed against 34 individuals, including then Chaur Jahari 8 ward chairperson Dambar Bahadur Molla. 11 of them were released on bail, while 23 were held for judicial custody. Local levels have witnessed absence of chief administration officer since the implementation of the system of local governance. The situation remains the same, although the public representatives have been elected for the second time. Around 200 local levels with the post of the chief administration officer is vacant have been affected. Meanwhile, more than 100 local levels have been operating with acting officials. Service delivery has also been affected due to controversy regarding the trend of appointing chief administrative officers based on political access and reach. Deputy Chairperson of Galchi Rural Municipality in Thading, Bhai Kazi Tiwari, as well as a number of other ward chairpersons padlocked the local administration, citing political ploy by the chairperson of the rural municipality, Kedarnath Khatiwada, after he appointed the chief administrative officer on his own. The administrative officer, who had arrived only 2 weeks ago, has not been able to work. The services provided by the local administration have also remained halted due to differences among the public representatives. Similar is the condition of Nilkantha municipality that is being led by Chairperson Vim Prasad Dhungana, who is also the former head of Municipal Association of Nepal. 9 administrative officers were appointed during the term of Dhungana. Administrative officers have not been able to remain at the designated local levels due to the leadership's tendency to make changes as per their preference and convenience. As per the provision, the chief administrative officer is appointed at the local levels by the Ministry of Federal Affairs and General Administration. According to the ministry, the post of the chief administrative officer is currently vacant at 104 municipalities, 80 rural municipalities and 6 sub-metropolises. The local levels do not accept the officers appointed by the ministry, while analysts say that a roster must be prepared for proper management. Financial transactions, administrative divisions, development works and service delivery have remained halted at these local entities. The public had hoped for ease in service delivery after the implementation of federalism. However, the trend of public representatives seeking officials as per their wish has promoted irregularities and corruption as well. Concluding the transaction related to the shares of telecommunication service provider entity Ncell dubious, parties of the ruling coalition have suggested the government to investigate the matter. A meeting of the coalition held at the official residence of Prime Minister in Balotar earlier this evening, it concluded that companies registered in Nepal had to operate by following Nepal's laws and regulations. According to Nepali Congress Chief Whip Ramesh Lekhak, The meeting has suggested the government to investigate the legal aspects of the transaction of shares of Ncell. The meeting was attended by CPNY Senda Chairperson and Prime Minister Pushpakamal Dahal, Nepali Congress President Sher Bahadur Dewa, CPN Unified Socialist Chairperson Madhav Kumar Nepal, Janata Samajwadi Leader Rajendra Shrestha, and Loktantrik Samajwadi Party's Mahanta Thakur. The senior leaders had also invited Minister for Home Affairs Nayan Kazi Shrestha, Finance Minister Prakash Ran Mahat, Minister for Communication and Information Technology Rekha Sharma, and Minister for Law Dhanaraj Gurung, along with officials of related departments to seek information about existing laws, procedures and actions. Sandeep Rayamazi, one of the individuals alleged of involvement in the fake Bhutanese refugee scam, has assaulted a journalist of Kantipur Television. Sandeep assaulted Kantipur Television journalist Sanjay Luitel while recording visuals at the Kathmandu District Court. Police had presented Sandeep at the District Court after Patan High Court issued a bail of 3 million rupees. While being taken to the police vehicle, Sandeep assaulted Luitel and his camera. The mic of the camera has suffered damages, while Luitel has also suffered an injury. Sandeep Rayamazi is the son of former Deputy Prime Minister Top Bahadur Rayamazi, who is in judicial custody for the same fake Bhutanese refugee scam. Based on the verdict of the High Court, Sandeep has presented a bank guarantee of 3 million rupees. Despite the bail, Sandeep is also being investigated by the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority and the Department of Money Laundering Investigation. Minister for Energy, Water Resources and Irrigation Shakti Bahadur Bosneth has said that Nepal has a target of increasing the number of households that use electricity for cooking to 25% within the next 5 years. Addressing the Electrifying Cooking, a Just Journey Towards Net Zero session of the United Nations Climate Change Conference held in Dubai, Minister Bosneth presented the fact that 54% households in the country are still dependent on traditional way of cooking by using firewood and agricultural residues. He said that this was one of the major causes of environment pollution in the country. Minister Bosneth said that 98% of the total population in the country had access to electricity and that the government has a target of ensuring every citizen has access to electricity by the next 2 years. He also added that Nepal has a target of generating 28,000 megawatts of electricity within the next 12 years and zero carbon emission by 2045. In the meantime, speaking during the Forward Faster, the Road in 2030 session held today, climate expert Bhushan Thuladhar said that Nepal is capable of addressing climate crisis and discussed the country's efforts in promoting green energy. He added that sustainable development was only possible with a lifestyle that includes a blend of culture and nature. During the session, CEO and founder of Rumsan, Governance and Intervention Manager for Climate Change Adaptation, ISIMOD, Pradyumna Rana, Joint Secretary at the Ministry for Energy, Sanjay Baral, and founder of non-governmental organization, Diga Pranali, Shrit Chapradhan, also presented their views on the efforts made by Nepal to address climate crisis. Saying 66% of cultivated soil in Nepal were growing acidic in nature, agriculture scientists have urged for seeking remedies. Soil acidification leads to decrease in agricultural productivity as well. At a program organized by the Nepal Agriculture Research Council to mark the Soil Day, scientists have called for seeking solutions for soil treatment to ensure food security for the future. Reduction in the use of organic fertilizer caused by decline in livestock rearing and increase in the use of chemical fertilizers has been reducing the quality of soil. This has led to increase in acidity of cultivated soil. At the program, government officials identified the need for collaboration among all government entities and farmers for soil conservation. According to a study conducted by the Nepal Agricultural Research Council and the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, treatment of soil could increase agricultural production by up to 58%. The government has claimed that it has set up laboratories for soil tests in all provinces and operated mini labs in more than 100 local levels, while also increasing awareness among the farmers for soil conservation. It is now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Before we ask today's question, let us take a look at the result from yesterday's poll. Yesterday we had asked, why has non-resident Nepali Association not been able to bring in investment announced 16 years ago? 25% were for A, procedural complications, 17% were for B, lack of investment environment, and 58% were for C, indifferent NRNs. And here is our today's question. What should be done to increase soil fertility? Your options are A. Balanced use of fertilizers, B. Organic farming, and C. Regular soil test. Voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Number of patients with cold, asthma and fever has begun increasing at hospitals in the Kathmandu Valley. As the temperature is certain to dip further, hospitals have said that the number of patients is likely to increase in the days ahead. Of around 500 patients who reach the General Outpatient Department (OPD) of Bir Hospital on a daily basis, around 40 to 50% report cold-related ailments. Until a week ago, around 10 to 15% patients reported weather-induced difficulties. The number of patients reaching the Patan Hospital because of such ailments has also increased by 15%. The situation is similar at the Tribhuvan University Teaching Hospital, where around 25% of daily OPD patients are reporting such diseases. Doctors have said that patients suffering from cold, cough and asthma have increased in number. They have added that senior citizens and individuals with long-term illness, asthma and weak immunity are likely to be worst affected by cold weather. They have also urged everyone to stay warm and to avoid cold-induced ailments. The 33rd Memory Day of Swar Samrat, or the Emperor of Voice, Narayan Gopal, was observed in Kathmandu today. Narayan Gopal Music Trust organized a program at the Rashtriya Naach Ghar to mark the day and honor Tara Devi with posthumous and prolific writer and singer Ganesh Rashik with Narayan Gopal Memorial Award. The trust had previously honored 40 creators. Narayan Gopal was the first singer to be honored with Jagadamba Award, and several of his songs are still very popular among music lovers. In our Public Voice segment, we have asked regarding ways to develop a sense of volunteering in every citizen. Let us now take a look at what they had to say.
समाजलाई सेवा गरौँ, समाजतिर अगाडि बढाउँ, दिन दुखीलाई सेवा गरौँ भन्ने त्यो चाहियो भने मात्र त्यो सेवा गर्न सक्छ।
पीडितको ठाउँमा चाहिँ आफूलाई राखेर हेर्नु पर्यो के। जब आफू पीडामा परिन्छ तब त्यो अनुभूति हुन्छ भने त्यसले पक्कै पनि स्वयंसेवकको भावना विकास गर्न सक्छ।
स्वयंसेवक एउटा जेनेटिक पनि हुन्छ, परिवारबाट इफेक्ट पार्छ।
मनदेखि नै समाजको सेवा गरौँ भन्ने भावना जाग्यो भनेदेखि समाज सेवा गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ।
आमा बुवाहरूले नानी बाबुहरूलाई सिकाउनु पर्छ।
स्कुल तहबाट जो यो नैतिक शिक्षाका कुराहरू अलि बढी पढाउनु पर्छ।
समाज सेवा गर्नको लागि आफै भित्रबाट त्यो प्रेरणाहरू जाग्नुपर्छ।
आफ्नै त्यो भावनाबाट आफै प्रेरित भएको हुन्छ, उनीहरूले चाहिँ राम्रो काम पनि गरेको छ।
Energy drink Red Bull has begun production in Nepal and introduced its product into the market. Organizing a program, Red Bull energy drink was made public today. The drink, a product of the TCP Group of Thailand, has been introduced in Nepal by Saras Beverage under Khaitan Group. The product is available in a 250 milliliters can. Prior to this, production of Red Bull had begun in a factory located at Goidakot Municipality, Ward number 17, Amarapuri of Nawalparasi earlier today. Minister for Finance Prakash Sharan Mahat inaugurated the production of the energy drink. Minister Mahat said that establishment of such industries helped in increasing government revenue and created employment opportunities as well. Around 15,000 cases of Red Bull are to be produced on a daily basis from the factory, which expands or spreads over 15 bighas of land. Time now for the international news. Israel says it has encircled the Jabalia refugee camp, which was the largest in Gaza. UNRWA, the UN's agency for Palestinian refugees, said there were more than 116,011 registered refugees there. Established after the 1948 war, the camp covers an area of 1.4 square kilometers. The camp in the north of Gaza was being used as a Hamas base, the Israeli military has said. Meanwhile, Israel continues its bombardment of the southern Gaza Strip, including the city of Khan Yunis, which has been partially evacuated. Israel said there was a tactical pause until 12 Greenwich Mean Time in Rafah on the southern border to allow aid to enter. UNICEF says there are no safe zones anywhere in Gaza, while the World Health Organization warns the situation gets worse by the hour. The Hamas attack on southern Israel on 7th October killed 1,200 people, with around 240 others taken hostage. Gaza's Hamas-run health ministry says more than 15,800 people have been killed in Israel's retaliatory campaign, including about 6,000 children. It is now time for the sports news.
Sports news.
Lalitpur City FC and Birgunj United played a 2-all draw in the Nepal Super League match played today. It was the first match featuring 4 goals of the ongoing NSL season, with 3 of them coming inside the first 27 minutes. Lalitpur City FC custodian Jeffrey Willie Marcel, who was yet to concede a goal in 3 matches, was beaten in the 10th minute mark when William Opoku Asideu found the back of the net. However, Lalitpur equalized through Imon Ezekiel 4 minutes later and were put ahead in the 27th minute by Nikhil Suresh Rao Kadam. Despite being a goal down, Birgunj made an impressive return in the second half and found the equalizer in the 52nd minute to substitute Kripakant Mahato Tharu. Both sides had their chances to score a winner but failed to convert their opportunities. Following the draw, Lalitpur are second in the standings with 6 points from 4 matches, while Birgunj are placed at the bottom with a single point, which they earned today. Sporting Ilam take on Pokhara Thunders in the match slated for tomorrow. Ilam are currently 6th in the table, while Pokhara are placed 3rd. Team Nepal to compete at the Under-19 Asia Cup in the United Arab Emirates have been bade a farewell by the Cricket Association of Nepal today. The Young Rhinos are placed alongside India, Pakistan and Afghanistan in Group A. Team Nepal are leaving for the United Arab Emirates after a training camp of 2 weeks. In their first match, Team Nepal take on Pakistan on December 8, followed by a clash against Afghanistan on December 10. In their last group match, Nepal play India. Group B includes Japan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka alongside the United Arab Emirates. The top two teams of the group stages progress to the semi-final round. Pakistan have broken a drought of more than 5 years and created their own piece of history with an impressive 10-run victory over New Zealand in the second T20 International of the series in Dunedin on Tuesday. The much improved Pakistan side amassed a competitive total of 137 runs for the loss of 6 wickets from their 20 overs and bowled well to restrict the hosts and register a series-clinching victory. It was the first time Pakistan have won a T20 international series against the White Ferns in their history, while it was also their first T20 international series triumph away from home since they defeated Bangladesh in October 2018. And it was a much-deserved victory as well, with the visitors receiving good contributions with the bat from Muniba Ali, who scored 35, Aliya Riaz remained unbeaten at 32, and former captain Bisma Maroof added 21 as they amassed a good total after being sent into bat by the Kiwis. Left-arm spinner Sadia Iqbal then removed Bonadin Bezentout and Amelia Kerr to help reduce New Zealand to 9 runs for the loss of 2 wickets in reply, and there was no way back for the hosts as Pakistan cruised home with little trouble. Fatima Sanat picked 3 wickets, giving away 22 runs, and was the pick of the Pakistani bowlers, while Hana Roo top scored for the home side with a well-combined and compiled 33. The third and the final match of the series will be held in Queenstown on Saturday. That is all for the moment. Up next is the news in Nepali. Thank you for staying with us. Goodbye for now.